Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Michael, and on this channel, we talk about life skills that make things a little easier, a little smarter, and a lot more fun. And today, we're diving into something I know a lot of you are thinking about: how to save money effectively. Let's be real for a second. Saving money can feel overwhelming. I get it. You've got bills, rent or mortgage, groceries that somehow cost more every week, and then there's life. You know, friends texting, "Hey, let's grab dinner," or those late-night online shopping urges that feel harmless until you check your bank account the next morning. Yeah, been there. But here's the thing. Saving money doesn't have to be about depriving yourself of everything fun. It's not about cutting out every little joy in life. It's about being smart, intentional, and making small changes that add up over time. So if you've ever found yourself wondering where all your money went or feeling like you just can't get ahead, stick around, because I'm about to share a simple strategy that works. 5 steps you can take to save money effectively, starting right now. The first tip, and honestly, one of the easiest, is to automate your savings. This sounds boring, but trust me, it works like magic. Automation takes the decision-making out of your hands. You set it once and forget about it. Set up your bank account so that every time your paycheck comes in, a percentage, maybe 5%, 10%, whatever you can swing, goes straight into a separate savings account. Make it automatic. You won't have time to miss that money because it's already gone, tucked away safely before you even think about spending it. I like to call it the out of sight, out of mind strategy. And here's the kicker. Over time, you'll be surprised at how quickly it adds up. Even small amounts, like skipping one takeout meal a week, can snowball into something big when you make it consistent. Now, the second tip is something I personally use all the time. It's called the 24-hour rule. And no, it's not about returning your text messages, although maybe I should work on that. This rule is simple. Anytime you want to buy something that isn't a necessity, especially online, wait 24 hours before hitting buy now. Add it to your cart if you have to, but walk away. Give yourself a day to think about whether you really need it or if it's just an impulse. You'd be amazed how many times I've come back the next day and realized, I don't actually need this. And that's money saved. I can't tell you how many times this little pause has saved me from buying stuff that would have just collected dust in my closet. Plus, it makes the things you do decide to buy feel way more intentional and satisfying. The third thing I highly recommend is tracking every dollar you spend for at least 1 month. I know, it sounds tedious. But this exercise is like turning on the lights in a room you didn't even know was messy. When you track your expenses, you'll start to notice patterns. Maybe you're spending way more on takeout than you thought. Maybe those $3 apps or random subscriptions are adding up faster than you realized. Use an app, use a spreadsheet, write it on a napkin if you have to, but track it. At the end of the month, review it. Highlight the things that weren't really necessary and think about where you can cut back. You don't need to eliminate all the fun stuff, but just being aware makes a huge difference. Knowledge is power, and when you know where your money's going, you can tell it where to go instead of wondering where it went. Tip number 4 is something I resisted for years, but once I started doing it, my bank account, and honestly, my health, thanked me. It's meal prepping. Hear me out. Eating out, grabbing coffee on the go, all those little convenience meals, they add up fast. Instead, set aside a little time once or twice a week to plan your meals and prep them in advance. It doesn't have to be complicated. Keep it simple. Rice, veggies, a protein. Make it something you'll actually look forward to eating. And the best part? You'll not only save a ton of money, but you'll also avoid that 6 p.m., "what should I eat?" panic that leads to DoorDash and $20 delivery fees. Plus, cooking at home means you know exactly what's going into your food, which usually means healthier meals too. So you're saving money and feeling better. Total win. And finally, this last tip is one that's had a bigger impact than I expected. Unfollow temptation. We all know the feeling scrolling through Instagram or TikTok and seeing an ad for something you didn't even know you wanted, but suddenly need. Or your favorite influencer showing off the latest gadgets or outfits. It's constant, and it's designed to make you spend. So do yourself a favor. Unfollow those accounts that trigger impulse shopping. Unsubscribe from marketing emails that tempt you with flash sales every other day. Clean up your digital space. Follow people who inspire you to save, invest, or focus on your goals instead. Trust me, it's a game changer. Out of sight, out of mind works here too. When you stop being constantly reminded to spend, it gets a whole lot easier to keep your money in your pocket. So, let's recap real quick. 1. Automate your savings. 2. Follow the 24-hour rule before making purchases. 3. Track your spending for a month to see where your money's really going. 4. Meal prep to save on food costs and avoid eating out all the time. And 5. Unfollow temptation and create a digital space that helps you stay focused on your financial goals. None of these tips are complicated, but they work because they're consistent. Small, simple actions done regularly lead to big results over time. And remember, the goal isn't to deprive yourself. It's to be in control of your money so that you can spend it on things that truly matter to you. That's it for today. If you found this helpful, do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and share this with someone who's trying to save money too. And if you have any money-saving hacks that have worked for you, drop them in the comments. I love learning new tips from you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay smart, stay intentional, and as always, take care.